Introducing Laguna Premium Pond Pellets for koi and goldfish. These folks are color enhancing. I also think that they have cocaine in them because the fish go absolutely bananas over these pond pellets and now refuse to eat any other kind. In fact, my normal bulk buy pond pellets were actually rejected by the largest of our fish that spit them out at me. So it's Laguna Pond Pellets, premium pond pellets, from now on for fish in our family. Well, ladies and gentlemen, these are our pond fish. They're ornamental koi, and the big fish have been in the pond for 10 years. And we have a medium size, and then we have the young ones. Now, these fish are very nice, but they are hooked on a particular kind of pond pellet, the Laguna Premium, color enhancing, and they go crazy when I feed them. So well, that's what you're going to see today. You're going to see these fish in action. Okay, guys. And these fish are very interesting because they overwinter in the pond. The pond is about 2.5 feet deep, and they don't eat for at least 6 months of the year. So we're now in August of 2009, and they instinctively know that they have to fatten themselves up for a long winter. You can see the little ones. If you look very, very carefully, you'll see some of them are still have some black. In fact, if you can look very carefully, if high definition is good enough, there are one or two that are still almost completely black. We call them the ninja. Hey, ninja! Now, these are not trained performing fish. They're basically bribed by the good Laguna food that I'm serving them. The pond itself is approximately 1,000 gallons. It has a pump system and a very crude filter that pumps it up into the waterfall up above. And up there it goes through a series of what they call bioballs, which have beneficial bacteria. And I add more beneficial bacteria about once a week. So essentially it's a closed system, but as you can see, the fish are very healthy, and I think very happy as long as I feed them Laguna Premium Pond Pellets. You'll notice that the small fish come up to scarf those floating pond pellets very quickly and give a flick of their tail. You can imagine in the wild that would protect them somewhat from birds. That's one of our problems, is a great blue heron who makes several visits a summer looking to eat our fish. What we've been able to do, and he's been successful, so what we've been able to do here is to put a series of number 50 fishing lines running crisscross around, and it's kind of a border, and that prevents the bird from coming in, because he will wade into the pond and do his fishing. So in terms of length for large fish, I would estimate at about 2.5 feet at the most. So he's innocent in what I'm up to. What am I doing? They're definitely curious fish when we come to clean. When we come to clean, they watch us carefully. And certainly at one point we had a couple of the rocks fall into the pond, and Shannon and I had to wade in. It's a little bit icky in there. And they were very interested. They were swimming around us wanting to know what was going on. We clean the pond, the filters, once a week. Maybe add a little bit of water as necessary. And certainly we do quite an extensive cleanup in the spring. You'll notice that the water is slightly brownish. That's because we have barley pellets, which help to cut down on the algae that grows. Come the winter, it gets very interesting. Of course, turn off the pumping system. But then I have a air bubbling at all times, actually, in the filter area. I move that to the center, and that keeps a hole in the ice for most of the winter. Sometimes we have to open it ourselves to allow the gases to escape. And they go into stasis. They say they don't eat, and they manage to survive in our extremely cold winters.